4 months ago, my wife and I have bought a house in the Netherlands. So far we've been really enjoying this new chapter of life for us, and today I want to share a realistic house tour of the place. We live in a quiet and modern residential neighborhood of Zwolle. It's mostly houses around us and a lot of green spaces. In walkable distance we have park and even a lake where you can swim in summer. We mostly order everything, but just in case, we also have a winkelcentrum, which means shopping center, but they're a little bit different than huge shopping mall I used to. And we also have a lot of farms around with animals, which I really like. Feels a little bit villagey. Now welcome to the house itself. I've recently recorded a couple of videos of our experience of purchasing this house, so if you're interested in the details, the video links will be in the description below. Before even entering the house, we have a front yard, but it's not very exciting because we didn't do any work in it. To be honest, I think it needs a little care at this point. Maybe we'll start doing this when the spring starts, but let's check the house. At the entrance we have this small hallway. It could have been a little bit bigger to be perfect, but we managed to put a wardrobe here from IKEA, so it's kind of working out. Here, which is quite typical for Dutch houses, we have a toilet right near the entrance of the house with a little sink in it, and here a little further we have a staircase to the second floor, which I think kind of typical as well, and entrance to the living room. The living room is the main place to be in the house. In the living room we spend most of our day, and of course this room is mostly furnished, mostly kind of prepared for living. We spend the daytime here working on the desks, and in the evenings we spend most of our time here on the couch, just chilling or playing video games. You may notice we have quite a weird thing. Many people always surprised when they're coming to the house is two TVs. The truth is we both love video games, and we have two consoles, Xbox and PlayStation. We have two TVs as well, so we can play at the same time. To be honest, it was always our fantasy to build this like gaming space, and we finally did it when we bought a house. I'm not sure how it's on the video, but this couch is actually absolutely enormous, and we bought it in the rental apartment we have in The Hague, and it was really too big. But this house is actually pretty perfect. It takes not much of space, and with two TVs we can both use it to play and look straight at the TV, so it was a good purchase. In addition to the front yard, we also have this backyard, which is quite nice. The entrance goes right from the living room. We use it mostly in the summer. Right now it's not used that much, and we even put out the chairs we had here in the summer back to the shed. This shed is also quite amazing thing because we finally can store our bikes inside, and they're not somewhere in the house, and a lot of construction things and maybe camping gear, the stuff we don't use, they all stored there. The backyard is fully closed, so you see this is a fence from our neighbors and the same from the other side, and it's covered with these green leaves, and even in the winter you can see it's still green, which is a really nice view from the window. This backyard is actually considered quite small by the Dutch standards, at least that's what the seller told us. But I don't know, as a person who never had a backyard in their lives, I think it's quite fine. I don't need more space, to be honest. One more thing I really like on the first floor is this storage room. This uses the empty space under the ladder, and we basically put a shelf there and use it as a storage, which is really great. I think it's quite common for Dutch houses as well. I've seen it in several. Here is a little corner in the first floor as well. It's a kitchen area. Here is a big table. To be honest, we're not using it for dining. Although it's a dining table, we bought it just for board games. And here area is our little kitchen, like with a hallway. It could have been a little bit bigger, but quite enough. All the appliances were already here when we moved in, except maybe a couple of electronics we bring with ourselves. I think this part is the biggest downside. You see there is an oven, and the fridge unfortunately is up to here, so it's quite small. And if we want to buy a new refrigerator, we should figure out what to do with this oven, either buy a new one. So it's kind of a bit of bed space, and there's no other space to put a fridge. And that's basically it. I like there's a lot of storage here as well. This house is not lacking of storage, so that's great. This is a window that goes straight to the front yard we've seen before. Now let's finally go to the second floor. This stairs is actually not quite bad, because I've seen really steep stairs in Dutch houses where you're just afraid to fall down. This is how it looks. There's a ladder system in here. This is the first floor, goes to the third floor from here. This is a little hallway, and this hallway connects all the rooms, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually rooms, they're different sizes. To be honest, I would prefer to have less rooms, but they would be bigger. It's how it was set it up. This is the entrance to one of the rooms which I made my studio. Still trying to set it up, and you can already see the previous video which was recorded in here. It's actually already started being quite nice. I put some sound treatments in here. This is some background. Here I have a table, a proper light. I really like it. And the second door here is our bathroom. Bathroom quite small. I think it's one of the biggest downsides of the house. We really wanted to be a little bigger, but unfortunately we couldn't find. And the next door right here, the third one, is this little room which I think my wife is gonna use as her kind of creative space slash studio. I'm not sure yet, I should ask her. And on the other side, another 3 doors. First one is kind of like technical laundry room. We have our washing machine and dryer here. Second door is our bedroom, and the third room is former bedroom as well, but we just use it as our wardrobe here, and yeah, our clothes is here. You may already can notice there's too many doors in here. I already lost in them, especially first days it was a challenge. The reason for this is pretty simple. This wall between the wardrobe room and the bedroom wasn't here. It was installed by previous owners, and we really want to destroy it because otherwise the bedroom is quite small and this room useless. There's only a wardrobe there. Once we destroy this wall, it's going to be a little bit bigger, but there are a lot of things to consider. What happens to the doors, what happens to these things, their doors are installed, there's another part of the wall, etc. But the bedroom looks quite simple for now. Just a bed, that's all you can fit in here so far because of this wall. It's quite a small space. All the walls we also plan to repaint. In this room the little girl was living. It's kind of pinky reddish. The plan is to do it this winter to repaint the second floor, but we'll see how it goes. And now let's go to the third floor, which is almost the last floor of the house. This floor is less habited. Here we only have 2 rooms, thankfully. First room, it's also the former bedroom, but we just make it a little yoga room. I always wanted to have a little exercise space, but I think it's too small for putting a proper exercise equipment here. But a couple of yoga mats and we can do yoga here. It's really, really nice. This room was actually a master bedroom for the previous owners, but we just put all our boxes here after moving in. We should put them to the attic. Maybe it will be guest room and we put a little couch in here. Here is another storage, by the way, and it's walk-in closet even. As I said, there's no locking in storage spaces in here. And the last thing we have is this door to the attic. It's basically the remaining space of the roof, and we have an inverter for solar panels there. We'll probably put all the boxes up there as well. They're kind of like technical space. That's it. That's the whole house. Let me know what do you think about the house. Maybe you have some ideas for improvements, because we want to put some effort in this house and make it a little bit cozier. I'm not sure if we're gonna live in this house forever, but at least for next, I think 4 years, definitely 4 or 5 years. But also I wanted to just generally share transparently how the Dutch houses could be. As you can see, it requires some additional work to put in it, and I think most of the houses in a reasonable price range do. So it's not some perfect house. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to check my videos about buying a house here and here, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.